should be live in a sec. I'll check it again. The VOD is probably just gonna split up into two, but it's fine. Re-edit it later. Hey, yeah. All right, we're back. We're back. Had some technical difficulties. I don't know what the last thing we said was. Across the chat. What
Yo, so
was?
I think I had a question for you last
I think
time.
it was the analog. I think that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, it was plug-in VST, digital VSTs. Everybody knows that you can get a Neve console. You can pretty much have a whole Neve console digital now. But are you more of a digital preset guy, or you rather buy the hardware for thousands of dollars?
All right, so for my, I don't know if it's gonna be hard to fucking see. Hold on, let me turn on my phone
A little
light.
dark.
So for my vocal, that's
Well,
I
that
got
answers that.
I got a little SSL like channel for my main vocal in the corner. And then over there's like I have a cheaper like Midas for just to have it, and then I have a Cappy VP26, which is like the API preamp, but it's just like you can like make the kits, but I bought like someone made the kit and I bought it. And then I have an Aphex Exciter, which that's like super rare gear. Like you're not gonna find it. They're gone. They don't make those anymore. And
Love
then
that.
a DBX 160 is just like cheap, classic. Like everyone should own one if they want like an analog compressor. So that's like for my. Those aren't like plugins though. So like for plugins, yes, I'd probably say I'm more digital because like.
So it's a mixture.
I've tried plugins like. So I had a warm audio like G Bus clone for my master like analog, trying that like compressor limiter, and I have the 2A and the EQ over there, and I've tried them as like a plug-in, so like doing it on the vocal chain when you're mixing and shit, and it's cool, but like then you got to print it and commit to it, and it's just a little different of a process, slows shit down.
Yeah.
And in the modern studio and the demands of the artist, like it's just a waste of fucking time. Like I could just use the plug-in on the screen, like the EQ, like not get up, like not have to be locked into anything. Because like say you lock into something because an artist really likes it, you know, because when they leave, that those settings have to change the next session. So I got to print this shit, you know, or keep a backup. Then you got to keep your files more organized, and it's just doing a lot. But when you just record in with through nice preamps and stuff, that's different. Like you're just committing from the onset. You just have to make sure not to have your gain too loud. It's like the Avalon. I love the fucking Avalon. But
I was just gonna say that. I was literally about to say, what do you feel about either having an actual Avalon or going to
I
get the
got
digital?
one. It's over there. It's
Right.
in the back
That's what
room.
I'm saying. It's like a lot of people don't think to go get one anymore because
They're like $3,600 now. That's why they were like $2,799 like 2 years ago.
yeah.
Price keep going up.
Well, they become more niche and niche every year because you can get a program for fucking $150 that does the same thing. Or if you just have a cracked version of the Waves plugins, then have
Yeah.
at it. You could figure out your own way around it. But
Yeah, the Avalon EQ is so sick. I mean, I'd have to get my hands on the plugin because if the plugin's as nice as the real thing, like I feel dudes that use the plugin because like the worst part about the Avalon is the EQ is so fire you might commit to something that's like really out of the box, but then later you want to change it, but like then you got to re-record, and sometimes when you got to re-record, you got to like recapture that same emotion, energy, performance, and you know. But yeah, the
but here's
Avalon
the
EQ
thing
is
too.
so nuts.
Here's the thing though. The guys who are saying that the plugin's so fire are the ones that that don't really know what it's like to use the real hardware.
Yeah.
So they're never going to a studio that they have to use one at because they're doing it from home. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I personally have, because I've used both. I like the actual hardware, but not
Yeah.
every person has that type of money at their disposal
Yeah,
to
be willing
just
to make the
spend on
investment
one piece
for
of
it.
gear. Right, exactly, exactly.
But like if there's any producers that listen to this, like if you're going to buy one thing that's expensive, like your channel strip for your vocals is like the most important thing you have as an engineer, because you're going to you mostly record people's vocals. So like if you want them to sound good, like, and make your job as easy as possible, like before you get in the program, just like get a nice channel strip, spend at least like 300 to 400 on your mic minimum. Like everything over 300 is good enough. Just like get the channel strip, like you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Like mics are
spend the
good,
money.
you
Spend the
know.
money. Don't cut corners on basic shit that you need.
Yeah, as
Do
long as you
not.
get in that nice little mid-range spot for mics, like you get 102 for 500 on reverb, like you get any of them Lewitt mics, man. You get one of these, man. Like it really doesn't matter. It shit sounds good. They all sounds fucking good. Shure mics, Rode mic. The Rode one is like $200.
Love the Road series. Love the Lewitt.
Yeah, the Lewitts are
The
nice and
Lewitt
bright.
stuff,
I
man,
bought one
underrated.
and now I got like 7. I was just like,
Yep, yep, underrated. Underrated. Underrated stuff, man. And everyone's using it, you know. And
mm-hmm.
it's crazy. Like the tides have changed. You know, every big studio in the world was carrying, you know, a U87, and now it's that CM800 or CB800, whatever it is. That microphone is what everyone's using right now.
What, the Sony, the
The Sony,
C800G?
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
I got a warm clone of that in the back. It's fucking sick.
Love that. You did pick that up. Not
Mm-hmm.
many people were able to get that because when they announced it, it sold out immediately.
Yeah, I got one of those. And there's this other company from Chile called Stam Audio. They make like a really cool like tube version of the U87 that I would like want to get my hands on, but like, I got to decide what my next like nice. There's a couple mics I got my eye on for my next one.
What do they want for it? 15?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, yeah.
They have a C800 clone that's like 2600. Pretty sick.
Worth it. Better than spending 10 grand.
Yeah, right. Dude, but
I'll take it all
I've
day.
been using a Sony C80. It's their new like, you know, not there's like their one that anyone can buy. It's like I think it's like 550. Thing is
Yeah.
awesome. Comes with the stand or the shock mount, and it sounds great. It's nice and
And
bright.
you're liking it?
Yeah, it's nice and bright. It sounds as good as everything else in that price range. You know, Microphones have come so far. Like they just,
So expensive.
and I have so many now. It's just like when I A/B them, it's like it depends what kind of music we're making. Like it's not that necessary to have the U87. You could just have like this will work on your record. Like you might even listen to a record record on some like AirPod headphone thing. You have no fucking clue. Like you'd be surprised depending on the genre of music. You know what I mean?
I've seen records. I've seen records go straight from voice note to mix and master.
Right.
True. Like so true, bro. It's happened.
Yeah, good
You
song is
know,
a good
whatever
song.
floats your boat.
It's like we said at the beginning, a lot of these people are just listening to the shit out their phone anyways, like for 20
Yeah,
seconds at a time.
yeah,
Or it's like in the background of some other shit, like on a TV show, or the way we consume music's a little different now.
yeah. I'm gonna get you hip to some of the sync licensing company that I use for some of your stuff, especially now that you're categorizing your shit, so you know what's what.
Yeah, gotta like
I'm
make
gonna
sure
get
all the
you hip.
ones with the samples and shit, like.
Hmm.
Do you like still send it to those and like if it hits with them, or like you gotta make sure you don't send them no shit like that, or you'll get like
No,
blacklisted?
here's the cool part. Here's the cool part. What can I say on this? I have one in contention for a streaming service that's supposed to come out in late September.
Yeah.
And for that one, I used a sample and what they're doing is they're gonna pay the clearance. The actual streaming service is paying the clearance for it and then paying me less.
Okay. So like there's like
So
basically they made an agreement with the other artist.
yes, yes, and it's cool because with sync licensing, some of these I would say bigwig companies that if you get fortunate enough to work with, they can act as a label and they can go clear shit just as much as a label
Right.
could. So
Right.
the money's there. They have the money to do it. You know, just know that your residuals are going to be a lot lower than what they were before.
And
That's
it's
all.
probably cheaper for them to clear it than to like use actual Travis Scott's music or like use like
Yeah, think
Drake's
about it.
music.
Right. Well, think about it as the artist who I sampled. So if McDonald's hits you up and goes, "I got this. It's coming out. This is who did it. I'm going to pay you, but we're going to use it." They're not going to lose out on that opportunity for them, regardless of what it was. So it's almost easier than a label reaching out because a labels you don't know who the artist is. You don't know anything like that. With McDonald's or Hulu or Peacock or whatever it is, you know what's where it's going.
Yeah.
And you know the eyes on it, the amount of eyes on it, and you know what that could do for you. So
Yeah.
it's almost a blessing in disguise, honestly. And I didn't know they do that until I sent them the record.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's dope.
So
Yeah.
sampling's tricky, man.
And there's
Tricky.
well, it's like I said too, like you have these sound kits and like you don't know like if they stole something or like what it's from. Like that's why I just like cook up and like whatever happens. Like
Could I
fuck
give
it.
you a gem? I'm going to give you a gem real quick, which I'm sure you've already heard of people doing, but maybe somebody in here hasn't. When I get done with my basic structure of a verse or a chorus, and I'm like 12 to 20 lines in on Logic, I will immediately Shazam what I have to see if it's out there already.
Yeah, like if it's with a sample or even just like your own original melody.
Either or.
Yeah, it's
Either
interesting.
or. I don't play with it because here's the thing. As a producer and a creative such as both of us, there's nothing that we're going to create that hasn't been done before.
Yeah, facts.
And the quicker that you understand that, the quicker it will be that you start paying attention to stuff like that a lot more to understand what you're doing before. Because a lot of these people that are producing don't have legal,
No, I don't. I
you know?
fucking do that.
So it just happens like that. So just keep in mind, try
Especially if
it,
you want to be in like
Shazam it.
the industry, like you gotta. If you're trying to do like anything in the music industry, you probably want to make sure you're more buttoned up with certain shit.
Yeah, you got it. And honestly, like I said, you could name a bunch of people that you know, producer wise, they don't have a legal team.
No,
They're not ready for that conversation. They're not ready to have to hire that. They're not ready to beg for pro bono. They're not ready for any of that situation.
don't send me a
So
cease
you
and
gotta
desist.
quickly listen. If you take a beat off of YouTube or take a beat off of BeatStars and think that you are slick and pay $25 for a lease and try to release the song, these people will come after you. I'm telling you this. I've seen it. Just do good business, please, 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 please.
You gotta do good business.
Got to, man. Have to, you know. That's why I respect, people like you and other people of our peers, our mutual peers. It's like we all do good business. No one will ever be able to slander any of our names across anywhere in the United States
I sure hope
or
not.
anywhere, you know.
Probably double cent
But
beats before, but like I don't care anymore. I
it
like
happens.
it's different. The way we're moving is different.
Hmm.
It's the future now. I'm living in the future,
It happens, man. It happens.
making
But
remixes. Got to make remixes to old songs that never came out. Put them out.
yeah,
Just put if
definitely.
it blows up, you guys figure it out later. Fuck it, right?
That's it. Just be genuine with your words and with your actions, and everything will work itself out. But, but yeah, man, I've had a great time on here. I gotta jump off and catch this call.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But listen, I am A, down to come kick it whenever. I'll send you my number. And B, um, I'm definitely down to jump in whenever that dude's on here. Let me know.
Oh yeah, no, we got to get that popping for sure.
That's happening. The
We
ambush is happening.
like what the fuck? He cucked the content. I'm about to not let it go.
Right. We're not letting that go. And C, congratulations on this platform. I've known you for a long time. I love what this stands for. I'm honored to be on here. And anything you ever need from me, you know I'm a phone call away.
Hell yeah. Well, we were live with wavyduder on Will's
Gang,
Music
gang.
House, and we're tuning out, and we'll have the whole thing on YouTube. And yeah, it was a
Tune in.
pleasure.